Hello, hello Capricorn. Welcome to your 2019 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Capricorn. And just a quick disclaimer, if you are new to my channel, first of all, hello and welcome. And secondly, I want to be really clear, I'm not an astrologer. I'm not, so put it out of your mind for this reading. I bring up astrology on occasion, but it's not my wheelhouse. I'm actually an intuitive counselor, so my readings are geared towards healing, empowerment, spirituality, mindset, all of that good stuff. So just to be really clear on what I'm doing here in this reading. I also want to let you know that 2019 love and romance readings are out now. The link is in the description box. Tons and tons and tons of content. I worked my butt off in those readings. So you are welcome to check that out if you want a relationship specific reading. That is also going to be good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus. And yeah, they just turned out so well. So check it out. I am also offering video readings, which are available. You can check those out in the description box. So lots of stuff going on. If there's something you want to have come up today, go ahead and set your intention now. Deep breath into the diaphragm. And let's go ahead and get started. For today, I cherish beauty. There is something about this card that's really striking me as gratitude, like being able to just enjoy what you have around you, being able to embrace things that you love, enjoy, and care about. And that's what the cherishing energy is really communicating here. So let's see what else is coming up. Then the animal card for you is Turtle. Slow and steady wins the race. You guys probably know you have that really great energy when it comes to initiating. Sustainability is something that can be a little bit more challenging, and so this is reminding you that you can't really rush timing. You have to be slow, steady, and consistent. That consistency is key in 2019, and so the turtle is reminding you of that. It's not something that you can rush into. It's something that you need to mindfully pursue. The botanical card for you is Ritual. What is consistent in your life? So this is really playing off of the turtle card, because ritual is how you are, like, how are you dividing your day? What ritual do you have when you wake up in the morning? And ritual isn't just spiritual. It can be brushing your teeth, making a cup of coffee, giving yourself 5 minutes to just breathe. It can be something like that. And ritual is about being intentional with how you're spending those increments of time, how you're dividing your day, and overall just what type of consistency are you giving to yourself? That's what ritual is helping you to see. And I would say lean on habits in 2019. That's going to be a great thing for you to do, whether it be implementing new habits, creating new ones, waking up old ones, whatever it is, just go back to habits. And then we have presence. Being present with whatever it is that you are wanting to be involved in. So I like this idea, because one of the things that people forget is it's not about like how much you're giving and how much you're hustling. It also has to do with what exactly are you doing in what time. So if you're at work, are you being present at work? If you're at home, are you being present at home, or are you still at work? That's something that you kind of want to take inventory of and see, are there areas that are distracting you from being present? And if so, how can you repair that? The central energy for you in 2019 is the world. So things are really coming together. It's like incorporating all these elements, bringing forward all of these different things that maybe you didn't think were possible. It just looks like everything's kind of coming full circle, and a lot of the things that you've been working for will be coming to fruition in 2019. So the other thing that I want to mention in this reading is that it is a mind, body, spirit reading. And so let's go ahead and get started with mind. This is how you're, what are you intellectualizing? We have the 5 of Swords. So you are going to have some decisions to make this year that have to do with what you're letting go of. What do you need to walk away from? What no longer serves you? The 5 of Swords is really asking you to be diligent around your own expectations and standards. The clarifier is the 4 of Cups. So yes, there are some things that you're going to have to say no to. Maybe it's the way you're being treated. Maybe it's like certain environments that you no longer fit with. Maybe it's certain tasks that you want to delegate to others and you're like, I'm not doing that anymore. A new way of being, new boundaries that you have to set in place. It's all about what you're saying no to. And the best tool for that is to think about it, create pros and cons lists about these things. Really try to strip away the emotion from this piece and just focus on, you know, giving, just focus on sticking to the facts when it comes to that stuff. I think that Capricorn is really good at doing this, but it looks like you kind of want to be strategic with how you're decluttering things and what you need to walk away from in 2019. It may have been something that you've been like brushing off or putting on the back burner, or just saying, I'll do it myself, when in reality there needs to be a different way of going about that. And see what's happening in your physical body or your physical well-being. We have the Moon. I think that you might not realize that certain things are affecting your well-being, and so you kind of want to get creative. If something doesn't make sense or you're not feeling 100%, then think outside the box. You know, think about things in terms of what is not optimal and what can you improve, what can you be better at, or that mood or fatigue or stress or whatever can be affected by not having any consistency or routine. You know, that can really dampen energy levels. It can dampen your mood as well. So if there's anything like that coming up, anything weird, just think about, you know, what are some things that could be affecting it. And then the clarifier is the Father of Swords. Yeah, so kind of look up above it, look from a different viewpoint, and just ask different questions. You know, it's not always something that's straightforward, so make sure you have every area dialed in, and that's going to be what supports your body the best. No matter, it's like, you know, no two bodies are the same. So you have to really think about it from an individual perspective. What are you needing? And then we have Spirit. So we have the 6 of Cups, sorry. 6 of Cups. And this is about remembering. So you have some karma popping up here. Now, karma is interesting because what happens with karma is that it's like all the things that you can't remember that are making an appearance again for you to remember. So it's all of that information that's been locked away for a long time is coming back up for you to acknowledge and work through. It's not anything that's bad. You know, I don't want anyone to think karma is bad. It's just information. And so I think you're going to be having a lot of these experiences that might be feeling familiar, even though you've never walked through them before. So remember that that's a sign that it's karmic, and it's just about riding through it. And if there's information for you in this, then you want to listen to it and pay attention to it. It's not something that you want to ignore. Now we have the advice for you in 2019, the High Priestess. Pay attention to your intuition. There's a lot, okay, to clarify this really quickly, intuition is not like the reflection of a trauma. So if you're feeling really emotional about something, that's probably not intuition. Intuition is neutral. Intuition is just something that you, it's like a knowing. And so that's kind of how you can separate those two things. But the High Priestess is like, okay, it's okay to trust your intuition. It's okay to, you know, quiet the mind. It's okay to do that. When it comes to problem solving, you know, definitely stick to making your pros and cons list, focus on your expectations and move forward with that. But for a lot of other things, you're going to be able to kind of trust yourself a little bit more. And remember that this is a muscle that you have to exercise. And so try some low risk experiments with this and see how it works in your favor in 2019. Then we have what you need to know about this year, the Queen of Cups. It's so funny that I kept getting moodiness over here when it comes to your well-being. And look at this Queen. She is so moody. This is a moody Queen of Cups. This is not a happy-go-lucky, nurturing queen. This is an irritated Queen of Cups. So it's just funny that the moodiness is coming back up. I am reading this as encouraging you to remember and remind yourself that you can be in a space where maybe you feel moody, you feel discombobulated, you don't feel like yourself, but you're still able to get things done and make things happen. It's not always about feeling happy-go-lucky. Sometimes it is about like experiencing the discomfort in order to find the solution, or experiencing the negative emotion in order to better identify what you need. And so that's why we have negative emotions. When you have, I should say negative emotions. But when you have those discomforts, when you have sadness, when you have irritations, it's showing you that either you're healing something or that something needs to change. All right, now we're going to get into the timeline. If you are new to my channel, we start over here. These are broken down into quarters. So first, second, third, and fourth quarter. They're going to be about 3 months each, but they're a little bit fluid because it is time. So this will be January through March of 2019. We have the Emperor looking super grounded and stable from the get-go. This is the beginning of the year. You're kind of starting off feeling like, yes, this is the direction that I'm going. This is the path that I have. This is the thing that I'm doing. There's also a reference to Ruby. So if you like gems and crystals and stuff, then pay attention to Ruby. But I think this is just starting the year off being super focused. So you definitely have a direction, you have a stable focus, and I think that's kind of, you know, with the new year brings new intentions, brings new focus, and so you're really tunnel vision about what you want. And then quarter two, we have the Sun. Make room for play, make room for pleasure and enjoyment and celebration. The Sun is really showing that you have a lot to be grateful for in the second quarter. I think this is just about taking your time and stopping to smell the roses, especially with this I Cherish Beauty card. That's also showing how like these two look really, really connected in this reading. So just just consider it, you know, with the sun, it's just about that jovial, childlike play and fun. Okay, third quarter. We have Two of Pentacles. What decisions do you have to make? It looks like most of the things that you're considering or trying to figure out are probably going to come up during the third quarter of 2019. So if you're like, what do I need to focus on? What do I need to adjust? What do I need to figure out? It seems like that's all going to be coming up in the third quarter. So just keep your eyes peeled for this. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff worth considering that is all kind of going to come to a head. Big decisions here. And then wrapping up 2019, you have the Hierophant. So coming back down to earth, staying super grounded. You guys don't have an issue with this at all. I mean, being grounded and stable is the Capricorn way. So it just looks like you kind of have that working for you right now, especially with the Hierophant. It's like smooth sailing on this part of things. I don't think you're going to have any issues like whipping things into shape. One thing that I will say is coming up is a little bit of impatience though, because you have Turtle here as a model. And so that can kind of, you know, bring up some of that moodiness, especially if things aren't going fast enough or if they're not turning out exactly the way you want to in the timing that you want them to be. And so it's just about being consistent and giving yourself something to feel grounded about. And then we're going to do a 3-card pick. You guys know the drill. If you'd like, you are welcome to pick as few or as many cards as you like. You're welcome to ask a question, ask for guidance, whatever it is you feel like you need. All right, card number 1. Resistance. Where are you experiencing resistance? What is it that you're fighting? What is it that you're challenging? What is it that you really want to push back against? What do you feel is holding you back internally? Because this is coming from you. This is your own personal resistance. This isn't coming from some external force. So just ask yourself the question, because it's kind of like you might even be experiencing some self-sabotage with this card. You might feel like, no, I want everything to go the way it is. But in reality, there's part of you that's like, I don't know about that. Maybe we should hold ourselves back. This is like an upper limit problem. All right, then card number 2, we have confirmation. This is like confirming something. And so it's funny that this card is so ambiguous, because it's kind of like confirming. This is a confirmation that, you know, because this is a general reading, I can't be any more specific than that. But take this as a confirmation that, you know, you kind of have to fill in the blank for yourself. Whatever you're getting an intuitive hit about is the thing that you want to consider. I also want to mention that the thing where this might not apply is areas where free will is heavily involved. That's something that might not be applying to this, but other than that, take it as a confirmation. And card number 3, we have heart chakra, staying heart-centered, focusing on what you want, focusing on your desires, and really expressing that. That's going to be your biggest asset, you know, is just being really in tune with your higher self, being really in tune with what it is that you're feeling called to. And that's kind of how you can center your year to really make it something that is going to support you for whatever else is happening in your life, whatever else comes your way. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me and spending some time with me today. I hope that this reading has been helpful for you. Don't forget, if you are interested in the 2019 love and romance readings, the link in the description box is available. You're welcome to check those out. Tons and tons of content there, so don't miss out. And then love and romance readings will be coming out every month if you are a part of that tier, so make sure you check that out. And what else is going on? If you want your own reading, if you want to work with me one-on-one, links in the description box for that as well. And if you want to know which decks I used, in the description box. If you're wondering how to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, description box. So that is all, and I wish you nothing but the best in 2019. Have a good one, Capricorn, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.